I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter you tribe or you kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One day.
Listen to the song. We are making history. You can sing along. Don't fight. Go with the noise. Yeah. This moment is all we have. We will give it all. Everybody say.
Follow me, listen to the song. We're making history. You can sing along. Don't fight the feelings. Go with the noise. This moment is all we have. We will give it all.
No matter your position,
Let's all play one formation.
global citizens, one people, one nation.
The goal is peace. We are all goalkeepers. Defend the fight we bring. The globe needs us.
We only get one shot, take up for the team. Peace is the trophy, we going for the win.
So ready, make you sign up. Set for the lineup.
Go for the ref, blow the first whistle till it's time up.
One day, one people, one goal. Let's all unite. One day, one people. If you check them, you go see, say we are better together. Together.
Come on. You know. Everybody, let's go.
Better together. Together.
One game, one people,
One goal. Let's all unite.
one game, one people.
If you check them, you go see, say we are better together.
Indeed, one game, one people. And once for welcome you to another edition of the Checkpoint Sports, where they come to you live from a page on Facebook and YouTube, the Max Gabi Media platform. Inside the show today, we go talk a lot of things, them especially we get to do with football and other sports news inside the show. Soon I go join me guest, me colleague where we go talk. We in a ear already they had the studio make a join here. Um, welcome to the show here.
Yeah, good evening, and Magdalene, and good evening to listeners.
All right, thank you. Yeah, and we dey wait for one of our guests also wait for join we, and very shortly it go join we at the show as they try for enter the studio. But quick one, um, let's start with this as we go discuss issues them we get for do with the Sierra Leone home based national team as then they on training. We see team A beat team B 2-0 inside one friendly with them playing at Kenema. And same way, so we'll talk about Sierra Leone players them abroad as we see a lot of players them be there in action this weekend with some of the way we get for score goals. We go bring you information on that. And also Sierra Leone Taekwondo all one day demonstration. We go bring that date to you, Africans in the Olympic and international football gossip and transfer as we see big transfer then go up we don't see Jack Grealish we don't join Man City and also the likes of Kane where we dey get rumors about and we see Messi at Barcelona don't part coming and we also see Chelsea though uh agree deal for Lukaku. All that we go bring to you na the show. But in the meantime, let we take this short break and when we come back we will continue with the show.
Cricket is a game of skill, athleticism, and respect. As a cricketer, along with representing your country, your community, or your franchise team, you also represent the sport of cricket and its values. To inspire the next generation of cricketers, the examples we set are as important as our runs, wickets, and records. The ICC is dedicated to ensuring that the sport we all love plays its part in the global fight against doping in sport. As ambassadors of cricket, it is your responsibility to ensure that the integrity of the sport is maintained by keeping cricket free of doping. You are truly the guardians of this great game.
There are 10 different anti-doping rule violations. Testing positive is just one of them. Approximately 80% of cricket's anti-doping violations are not intentional. Not knowing is not an excuse. Make it your responsibility to know the rules. Download the Integrity app and stay informed. If you choose to use supplements, ensure that you exercise due diligence and minimize your risk. The best way to eliminate the risk of supplements is to avoid them. Not everyone's an anti-doping expert. Be careful who you seek advice from. Be careful with herbal remedies. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. Medication, whether prescribed or over the counter, should be checked against the prohibited list. You may be subject to testing by multiple anti-doping organizations. Stay clean at all times.
Remember, it's your body, your reputation, your career. Make responsible choices and keep cricket clean.
All right, welcome back, welcome back. We do it you live at the show, and that's not the message from the cricket people with regards to anti-doping and all. So you got to make the sport clean. We then move on with the show, and today we dey start with taekwondo. We see the taekwondo association be all one day demonstration. Outside they begin for showcase or exhibit the talent of the taekwondo cause the way they get na salon with lots of people we been witness that. And inside that one day we be see young taekwondo athletes where happen for be one of the youngest currently in the sport where himself they do in best for make sure say he be a better athlete in future where na Emmanuel for the Zico Bangura 6 year old we been don't get yellow red belt as he be don't promote from yellow belt. Let me just see this as it been happen last weekend. This now be the demonstration, and you get a lot of people where being witness this not thing wake happen for update and keep to speed with the development of the athletes them inside the fighting sport them. So Taekwondo now association as Sierra Leone way don't they push out for ensure say then tap them young and get athletes them as young as 5 years old for begin train them how for do the sport so then go develop within that and grow up for be um better athletes in the sport itself. So this now one of the demonstration, and we go very soon waiting the president for the association be Serena Honest Johnson and also one of your executive members them as well when PK Parana.
Taekwondo Association.
What's in a taekwondo?
Taekwondo is a martial arts sport where you do the self-defense, even a sport, even like physical exercise, flexibility, all of the reflex and everything.
We see today we are doing a grading for participants. Tell me what the importance of the grading.
Well, one of the importance of the grading, you don't know the ability, what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. And more for take them to the next level because you're not going to teach man all the time. You know the teacher, you need to go, you need to go before, you don't at the same sign on.
How many participants are part of the grading?
We get 22 participants.
What's the impression about them?
Well, the impression was very good because I just want to say
So generally we can get the Taekwondo Peace Corps. We can get from South Korea. They can come every year. When they come, then they work on techniques and they work on skills, and they can left a whole lot of other literature back when they use. That's very helpful, and I hope say you will continue for build on that. Martial arts in general, you get for continue for build on new techniques as you go. In the worst of circumstances, because now that's what we say. In the sense that it will fight for the government to begin to contribute a few more things in terms of making a real commitment, and not only commitment but financial commitment towards martial arts in Sierra Leone in general, Taekwondo, Karate, as well as Judo, or really try for develop. There's a whole lot of talent as soon as see amongst the youngsters, and we believe.
All right, that's now how we been look like last weekend for Taekwondo. Now the Shaka Steven Stadium side there be all the demonstration. Well, I don't get how we guess, but yeah, quick one before we join Martin. I come to you. Yeah, what do you think about this? Looking at the young age where they start from and then they do well inside the sport itself.
Yeah, that's not a good one because in every sporting discipline, when you start with their age and they show say they're ready for do something because uh, Europe system, per se, for example, they start wherever thing and they start them from the picking them from their 5 years going. When you start for teach those small children like this from that age upwards, you get a very good athlete them. And the way come like how the chairman, whatever, or whether or not the chairman say, wait, they say this not the time, this high time, then get that sponsorship from government, so that then go able for go more because this is a good gesture, not a good one for let them start with a small picking there. At the end of the day, then we'll get a very good athlete there.
Right, indeed, and we see say the issues there where we get with the fighting sport them now that we can see a lot of people already come on board, but the motivation, the support, the lack of sponsorship can see some people like they can even get female athletes that working there in the fighting sport. I know some female athletes that we don't do into fighting sport, including taekwondo, boxing, but they're not they get the kind attention where the male athletes and they get, and that now because the male athletes themselves they get issues with personal sponsors, and then self not able for stand for themselves. So it's very difficult for the fighting sport. What do you think certain sport here for do for attract sponsors, for attract people for come around and partner with them for ensure say they're able for get this kind of financial sustainability so they're able for do anything they want for themselves?
Yeah, sponsorship now one big thing in every organization or association. If they get the real or better sponsorship, that could help them. Now that make I dey say at least government need for help them, because if government start for put small thing, and then self, then the athlete then they need for sell then game wherein then get for make a wide publicity, because there are certain things when you dey do the publicity self they push you, you know they help you for let people then come in, because not many know about this. As you say now, we all know we just know about football. As you know, Sierra Leone, now more football the people and sabi. But at least if you dey get maybe the television for say the AYV or the SLBC, they show them frequently. All that na part of sponsorship, wherein people then go able for know exactly what them people are they pam. So then go get people who go love and come in. So then self need for play their own part, wherein you go for meet people them, because some of them here way they do, you know, go for you don't say the people them for can, now you they meet them. I know you talk to them, you convince them, then come in. I believe that's what they for do.
All right, continue for stay with we. I want for welcome Unisa and Medi. We don't join with at the show. Also, we get the biggest way we will expect at the show where they come from the athletics point of view. Where na Martin Bangura will join with today. As I go talk, basically we will talk about the status of athletics na Sierra Leone. We also go talk about the constitutional fight where they don't they get within the association, as we don't see series of court orders against the SLA based on constitutional matters, elections matters, and we go talk on that. Welcome to the show, Martin. Martin, you mic, please. You mic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Magdalene. Thank you for having me. And I want to also thank the listeners them. I want to say sorry, first of all, I've been get some problems. I'm not there in town. So we do the provinces, the network can get some problem. I did Kenema right now, so I connect with now. But I'm in now, and thank you for having me.
All right. First of all, we start with the performance of we one athlete where we take for the first time after how many Olympics we just take one athlete to the Olympics itself. As somebody will run a former athlete and somebody way into the athletics system, what do you think about this?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say, as a nation, we need for up we game, and we will expect much from this Olympics, because for every Olympic we get 4 years for prepare, and as an association, had it not been for the problems every day, I believe say for we get a better representation. But most of the time when we don't observe, even if na wild card, the minimum we can get na one male, one female athletes. We do better na in particular event. But this time around, I mean, people can see they see it the other way, because Maggie Baggy way they do well in 400, we see them go like a register for the 100 meters. Yes, I see a giving all for try for represent Sierra Leone, but we believe say if we get a proper planning and then go and put under the register for the right event, if we do better than waiting we see. So far, I mean, you don't say we do their mistakes there, and I feel say it's high time for we correct them. Make we not just continue for they allow this same thing for the repeat over and over. The representation was really not too okay with some of we, but as you know, the Olympics gets a body responsible for them. We're not just an association. And the other thing I would say about the representation is the fact is we not sit down as a body, because even if they appoint anybody for who represents a particular discipline, now we the association for recommend saying that this person So I wonder why it happened that way there, because we get a technical committee within athletics. We're responsible for that. But it's like the Olympics committee, or say the people away they in charge of the Olympics from the own side in Sierra Leone, then just go ahead and do waiting a for do without consulting from us, the association. I don't know if they do that, but as far as me concerned, to me, your knowledge, I believe say this thing was just done for the decision where few people can take, because if they consult with the technical committee, then we get a better representation.
So which means there was no trials and not a sort of thing like that, like organizing trials for get the best of the athletes there, even if Maggie they go for the games, but at least then for the organize a trial.
Yeah, a trial for B1, but normally, say Olympics, you get period they give for qualify. And Maggie be not the try, at least they don't try for making qualification. But as tradition demands, if we don't get a local trial, you never know. Somebody can come out of the blues and do better. Now that make when we register for the games, then we get to call a long list. That long list for they include potential athletes them, where we feel say there is possibility for let them like rise up to the standard for represent the country. But then they go on, but we don't see anything like trial come up for let them local athletes, their home base athletes themselves showcase themselves. Sometimes competitions get in your spirits where they bring into an athlete. I mean, if we can get that kind of trial, they maybe if we don't see something good, maybe you not for just go with one person, so if we don't get a team of relay way for we go represent you. But as I say, these are things that a good way they come up now and we'll fight for, see how we will solve all the problems and they're moving forward.
All right. So let we look now at the issues that way they affect the athletics system in the country and the status of athletics presently, with the so much infighting, constitutional matters and all.
Honestly, the problem now athletics not a new problem. Even before some Africa into the game, these problems we know they exist.
Yeah. Okay. We get Martin Bangura from the Athletics Association where they talk to we na the show.
It's been difficult then and day for let somebody rise up. Now they get me now. I see the line they start from your part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I say even before some of we come into athletics, this will not be a problem. There is always problem with people wanting to maintain the position of executive members in athletics. And way to me, I feel say it's not correct. And most times people they arrange the constitution for seats, they don't stay at the association. But the most important thing here is I feel say anything we do, quality for thing but not for left a legacy. You can't continue to you're not going to continue for day at this place over and over. They not get nothing for show. So me choose for speak out this time around, and maybe not just say we blow up one B, but it happen for say now because I speak up people and say, okay, Martin, you lead this group for let we challenge these issues. We don't get series of court issues, then we don't come. Some they're able to pass in a court, some we get some delay, not even done yet. But this last one we come now, I think it get for do with the constitution, where the incumbent or the outgoing president they get for decide for go for a third term. And I believe say this not been go down well with most of the stakeholders. Now that make a cross section of them go to court. But interestingly, then go to court, but the association itself then can go to court. But like it will happen for say the incumbent president and the executive can take upon themselves as if now they no more than can go court. These are issues that we don't put out on the table now. The court order don't come out and wait till some of what they expect and follow the interpret this court order. Because we look at the order, you notice some of the things that will miss out. Now they make always they go back to these same problems that they get. One, the military say, we dissolve this executive as president, where we set up an interim body. This interim body for identify the stakeholders, we for go now and review the constitution. I think with this pathway, if we honest to ourselves, we really want to change the face of athletics in this country, that guide they go help we. I believe so we will get the right decision because what you make at the talk so if you deprive some people and for be part of the decision making, honestly, whichever way you look at them, the problem will not go down because somebody go in at the side back, we go come for challenger. Now that's what they go through right now as an association, because most times when they take decisions, they left out some people, disenfranchise some people, and once this decision has been made, then they take and say we not agree, then go back and go find some other thing for draw it back. So I just pray and hope say this time around, this stage where we don't reach as an association, and we go look at this court order as we guiding tool for take we to a better footing so that we could start all over again for push athletics go before. This
You think say you think say the people that where they run athletics now, they adhere to them court order, yeah? Because this is also the first court order. We don't see court orders and we don't stop activities and never take place, but then go ahead and do their activities then they.
I like the way you asked that question. It's very correct. Most times court orders and don't come out. But I think we get authorities that we responsible for implement these court orders. Now then duty now, if at all, they want peace in athletics and they want for this game go. Remember, Magdalene, when athletics they a better footing, you know what it mean. After football, now then they shout. And in fact, locally, it been come a time. Now we get all the noise around Sierra Leone, but all that's done lost. We don't lost all that glory there. So I believe say this an opportunity again for we sports authorities then from the ministry now, the NSC, the NOC, then all for can put hand together. Let them create for a level playing field so that whatever decision we go come out from stakeholders this time around, nobody will be blamed at the end of the day. And this will be used for make we get a clear pathway for move athletics go before. We just need to create a level playing field this time around. Don't disenfranchise anybody. Do the right thing, then we'll go get it right.
All right, I'll continue for stay with me at the show. Yeah, you don't listen to what Martin they say. Martin, a former athlete, and he did inside the athletics politics triangle one. At one point, he be done TNAP or stand for president position at the association, and later then been get a compromise where it be happen for be a vice president, a very quiet vice president, because it's like we give the position that we hold the hope. So what do you think about this? We then hear what happened at sport. It was football first, over 7 years fighting, athletics fighting, boxing fighting. Next week we will talk about boxing at this show as we see the other party, the all one press briefing where then talk about waiting the ground with the other part. Even cycling for over 5 years now, no executive fighting over power. They forget about the athletes them and can take up fighting where they tell on the athletes their age, tell on the sport itself, because the sport needed develop if you continue for faith.
Yeah, I think we brother Martin make a very good point. Yeah. First, he talk about preparation. You know, they say we not been get a then the athlete they not been get a better preparation, and that make the team not do well. You know, because as he says, if they been get a better preparation, you know, somebody somewhere for come up from the blues, you never knew, because we get people where they grow in those invent them. Maybe if them we don't make a competition, but then we don't come with this, make a platform we are in them for allow other people, let them come inside, let themselves can compete with the one they wouldn't care go. Let we see exactly who are the best. I think that for them better for the athletes than we go, as our we brother Martin say. Then they talk about the competitions among the athletes. You know, there should be a competition and not for just choose people single-handed, you know, just take them, say, low we go, now you fit. No, which is bad. Nice sport. You know, then forget a trial, then forget a competition among themselves. So that when they get a competition, you could see other people where you say go be surprised. You go be amazed that you can't see somebody who can do well, where you know go see no reason for left that person then out. Then they talk about the people and way one retain their position there. I believe saying in all the sporting disciplines and as alone, that's now a big problem. As we talk about football, Maggie, you know, normally we get certain people where we can call the stakeholders rather. Many of them left the position rather than the country for represent the country or for represent that particular sporting discipline. There are people don't be in certain position for years. They know they go forward. They know they carry go the country no side. The association know they go, but there's still one day and then continue for day. As Martin they say, the authorities and way then concern this time round the court order, make them take and serious, because now that go make the athletics association grow. Because if you put the right people them we fit for day, then the association will grow. But without that, putting the wrong people all time, then they all didn't care, as somebody right just now only them money then care for. Let them go, then give them their money, put it in their pocket, then they oh, anybody will fight and say one pull in at this and that, all them threatening remarks. But we don't need that this time. As they say, as Martin they say, we need the authorities and we concerned, let them come in and resolve this thing, just like how football Leone begin to lay to rest. So that's my takes for now.
All right, I'll continue for stay with we. Quick one before we come to Martin back. Let we take news we got for do with football. And inside football, we see Leone Star Ombes, where John Kista be don't put together. They on training, and they get friendly match between the team who side and divide into team A and B. And we see team A being beat team B inside the friendly 2-0 where them be play. Na Kenema and Kasim Toure Masalaki Bangura na them be score. Remember said this friendly, the team manager where na Babadi Kamara be put 20 million leons for the loser and the winner, whether you win or lose. So the final, the friendly being get a huge impact. And as for many people and said this now one way we go make the team itself be motivated with such kind of gesture from the team manager himself, where na the the Bow Rangers tycoon, where na Babadi Kamara. So the team be play na Kenema, and we see lots of good information from the one that will be witness that particular friendly encounter, the development, the players themselves, and we get other news we get for do with Musa Tumbo, we always in they make the headline for the wrong reasons, as the coach been also talking an interview with a colleague journalist say it been confirmed to the journalist say Musa Tumbo don't they avoid trainings since over 2 weeks now. In they train with the squad, nobody knowing whereabouts. And so now that's be made and not be seen at the friendly, because people there be don't they ask when Musa Tumbo, we know they say so the coach be don't make and clear say the player not serious, and the player no they show interest in terms of in ability for stay back with the team. They always they bring up issues. And quick one I bring you come on, as this now don't be the problem with Musa Tumbo, and the issues about in attitude and how we can behave. For a lot of people and things say Musa get some spiritual issue, other people and reason are just attitude we get for do with in upbringing. For a player like in type, in quality we get it, they behave them kind of way they are.
Yeah, as they say, Musa Tumbo always in the headlines for the wrong reason. That's not true, because this don't happen. But this one, this time around, if all fans, we the fans of Musa Tumbo, we not happy at all with this behavior, because a day inside the country, then this na your time for go show exactly to the people of Sierra Leone what he can do. But now, if then they call him, or then they try for make join the team, then they don't know real about, or they give some excuses and we don't find. At least I believe say na your career they destroy, because if this particular opportunity, if he left Sudan, this miss him, I know if you say he go get a better one than this again, because this na the tendencies wherein every player in every country they wish for let you they part of them then kind here. Where in you country they go play one of the biggest competition at the continent. Every player now wish that they feel like no more like the players that way they na Europe. Every player in which na Europe for let be able to play the Champions League, because the Champions League we know say na the biggest league na Europe. Wherein, so if you don't get the Nations Cup, when are the biggest competition in Africa, then time don't reach for let them select you, then they show interest. I believe say na your career they destroy. But this now it better let the fans them, because normally we can do them stuff here, and the fans then they come back, oh Musa Tumbo for car, Musa Tumbo this. With them kind of attitude here, no coach no go gladly for select them kind of players here, because even if you care and go na Cameroon come January, I believe say he go do something where was pass so. This not tell well for Musa Tumbo. He not tell well. We not happy at all for.
Yeah, somebody make a laugh. I think na you na the WhatsApp group say we all know say Musa no like oversee. Maybe na that they balance, one go Cameroon. But he run for go Guinea. And at the end of the day, benefit where them pulling name from the list for the one that they for Guinea 100 million and the land. Now the fans then come back and say Musa, Musa, Musa because the fans them like him. But it's like they use them as a way for destroying your career. That
Sure.
I go do this, people ain't go talk for me. But I think say people are not they get they don't they get dissatisfied with the attitude now because a lot of people don't comment on this issue that the coach for just let go and work with the one they want for work. We get a lot of strikers them out there. We even get strikers that we not even decided for play for the country. So if in they behave like that, I think say it tell more on in career than if you say it go tell on the country itself because for crying out loud, the coach show and clearly say not be needed at the squad. Even when he go Guinea, it wasn't part of the lineup, the starting lineup. He not even play. But then can go as a squad player.
Yeah, I believe say this particular calling where the coach they do so and we talking according to an interview, he tell the people. I don't believe say coach Kista get any complex on Musa Tumbo. I believe say do this publicly for let the fans them way like I they say now they mean the highlight carry way and drop arm oh Musa Tumbo for go Musa Tumbo this Musa Tumbo that. I believe say a do am for let the fans them then we get for could they talk right against the coach. I believe so that make you do this because I know if you say Musa, we not get players and we able do more. We get more. Like right now we always see na within the happen right now with players and and they Europe, overseas. We see how within they do right now. Many of them they can play very good football. We get a lot of strikers. As you say, a go na Guinea, but you not play. We will not see I play, but we win at the end of the day. And like the fun one I'm making now with group, I say maybe the go we go na Guinea now because now go then use if them they use flight and if you say if for go.
All right, so now let me talk about Babadi in initiative, the team manager in initiative for come up with this idea of ensuring the team they get fit. The last time you also be make a suggestion that we try for the play friendly matches because the league need to play now in the country, especially for the home based players them. And we see this don't start. Now we go na Kenema, team A beat, team B, Kasim Toure, always na a fantastic striker where they play for Central Parade and also Masalaki Bangura, quality players and begin for score 2 against the team B. And 20 million be there at stake where Babadi been put, and this no go stop there. It get for the B because according to what I understand, the team get for the rotate because the pitch na free are not good. This is what we've been talking about our national stadium because the pitch not good, so that they rotate the team. So we in every 2 weeks I understand they get for the train at different locations like McKinney, Bo, Kenema, for keep the team fit.
Yeah, that's not good one. Waiting Babadi they do so. We happy for him because I believe say the money self we put for the team A and the team B. I believe say that now for just motivate the guys. Now motivation. But we don't want to stop there for let them they play themselves. Really a good for let them they play themselves. But we don't want to stop there. If you want to see the best of, if you want to see the best out of the players, and I believe say them for friendly, call a foreign friendly. We are in not to inside salon to we self. We get countries near we, the Liberia and the other talk and the Guinea. Let them find a better team there, even if not a club, but a great one. Then we play them or the Gambia. Then they get a better squad. They can call them or we go there and play. Then we see the strength of with team. But for play themselves, to we self. That's I would say a friendly match. So man, it's a sabi you sabi me. The way they kind energy what they get for meet you and for play the one way I not sabi am a different, you see. So this one a good one because I believe that this all now for motivate the players, but we need more better friendlies.
All right, I'll continue for stay with you. Welcome to the show, Fire and Janet. We want to welcome Una as we continue. Quick one, we come back to Martin. Martin, you be done send all the pile of court orders them to me. I don't go through them. But quick one from you, Sesef. Waiting una de do now on our own path for ensure say this time around these people adhere to the court orders. And if not, una get any other action una get for take. Because one issue will stand out now the fact that for una believe say they be extend the term of office unconstitutionally. For them believe say it been constitutional because stakeholders or delegates them be present will make that decision day. You Mike, please.
You might.
Thank you very much. I think if I could take you back, say these problems start when we come on SAR. So all this issue of third term decision go start. All right. We'll come back. The committee will be set for continue with the constitution after we come on SAR in 2018. I think it was around November. They'll be ever complete their work. And honestly, if we don't get a document, we're not complete, then you want to turn as a working document. You get for be completed, people get for sign them, and we go adopt a congress. That's not ever happened. That was the argument. Yes, then Kego people in Alonsar and me being Dede, and me now possibly stand against going for a third term. But one of the mistake may start from the delegates we go to that congress day. Most of them are be strangers and we will not sabi everybody will come. We look at and say why all this, and the process, the procedure where they use for come up for levy. I mean, where you go for a congress, especially for adopting constitution, 1 month before that, if you don't share and to all the members them, let them read them. Now then for go pick out the issues there. Already we go there, then go give you booklets we, then don't prepare now for let people and go look at, which was very wrong. But anyway, at the end of the day, they begin forget them way. But the catch there was we'll come back in a turn for let the process continue so that this committee will work, get the assignment. They fail to do that. How now you can't tell me say you get a document for work with. So this was the argument. And with term of office done in December 2019. So I think the best we could do was now foresee how we will set up this committee for work. If we don't want them to do this constitution, let's assume say they be work on them for this third term. How can you do a constitution for yourself? When are you term for commot, the wallet user? If you want to make an for the post way they come back because you are moving out. This probably don't be something we don't do even years before now, if at all you want for review a constitution. But no sign or day where if you say you could do a constitution like that and people accept them. And besides, we don't come now at all, we don't try for make peace, we'll see say problems and day. But the good news is that just this Wednesday we pass, we get a meeting. I want to say interesting to Magdalene. From where we come together as a body where the Martin Bangura led and Abdul Karim led come together. This meeting Wednesday, I want by the most peaceful meeting there. So I wonder the spirits will be there inside our room now NSA on Wednesday. People were surprised. We all expressed that feeling. They say, what? Because all the meetings and arguments, disagreements, we know they agree. And when we can come out at the meeting, even when we don't disagree, the secretary, they go ahead for rights, waiting, they not their favor, even if we don't agree. But this one was fine. We just hope say this same spirits will move on. The only bone of contention, as I tell you, individually or one-on-one as a family, we don't try for like settle with differences. All man telling company waiting, they do it right, waiting they cause this problem. We'll say na you. And indeed, everybody will then tell through that meeting day, no try for defending self. We accepted everything. And we're ready for move forward. The only bone of contention, as I emphasize, is how we move forward. It is easy now. We get a court order. Let's just use this court order. We get way for solve the problem. But if anybody say it go why?
Waiting this court order, we go make it clear for viewers them or followers them. Waiting this court order actually they talk about. Waiting at the main point.
See, sometimes we can want to find solutions to problems there. But they miss out so many things. This court order, it give you another opportunity for like nobody not get undue advantage over others because that was the case before. People and just use their position and make decisions without, the consent of other stakeholders. But with this court order now, assuming we the executive members not for be part of that interim body, we will be neutral people where they come. Then can they identify the stakeholders when are the main problem there because the existing executive, if they say they can't give you stakeholder list, delegates list, you always get problems. You want to pull this because you don't say this not good day for me. You want to put this because you don't say this good day for me. So this all one for avoid. I'm like a neutral body come and set up this interim body. I remember before we go to election 2016, Mr. Bangura will be head one committee way, then do something like that. Honestly, people let me know say yes, we get 44, 45 delegates for me 45 because the Secretary General at that time was suspended, so now 44. And that will make a win that election day in 2016. We like 24 go in my favor, the other one they will not go, so I won unopposed. But like for the sake of peace, as you be explained earlier on, I say no, let's come together and let's move forward. Mr. Karim don't do it first time, this is my second time. Like Dede, I go walk behind them and let see. But even though he sidelined me up to the end of his second term, and now I want to bring another third term issue, I mean, that make most people in they say no, we're not going to support this time around. But honestly, if we use this court order, Magdalene, this will help you greatly, genuinely, not just for you, genuinely give everybody an opportunity to come and make a decision. I don't feel say nobody will get cross for grumble again.
All right. Continue for still tweet, but quick one. Let we look at the Africans athletes and performance in the Olympics as well. We get barely hours or days more for say bye bye to the 2020 Tokyo Games. We see lots of performances from rising stars, new names. You know the culture or the tradition of the bold, the other set of athletes them wipe out in these games. We see emerging stars that will come on, new record set and all. But Africans, we get few we able for participate. I tell somebody say the whole of for example, Australia or China alone get medals than the entire Africa. So it's like Africa gets an issue with sport. It's not only Sierra Leone, but the entire Africa. Well, the likes of the Kenyan, the Ugandans, they hold on to the normal traditional races, where now the long distance races them and try for win medals them. We see new emerging stars there, like from Ghana. We see for the first time after 29 years, Ghana win an Olympic medal for the country. We also see countries like Botswana. We also see countries, where come up. Nigeria, of course, get 2 medals where then we end up for win after all the confusion at camp with regards sponsorship, with regards kits, with regards athletes where they miss for where them get misinformation about the registration. So Martin, as an athlete, what do you think about this problem in Africa in terms of sport? The mic, please.
The problem Africa in athletics last year, let's be specific in athletics, I think you get to start up with the administration. You see people in just want for hold on to these positions and not ready for waiting. They really they in their position in the for. I believe say they get ulterior motive why they want for stay in their position there. You rightly explain some of the areas and we really, I mean, mind blowing for let you imagine a whole competition. Just one country gets medals past a continent, something is wrong somewhere. And this thing will not get for hide them. One, you get for start from the administrators. Then secondly, let we talk to the athletes. People need to be serious. If you want to take a particular sport as your career, I think you get an assignment, you as the athletes. Governments everywhere in Africa, I believe, say they get their own role in the play. Again, the SSF gets away for coming to this because sometimes most governments they look at sports like something we will add up to their name. Now, few countries then, but we thank God now for we present governments are see they don't give the support. And when that once that political will they, I believe say that the responsibility of the administrators there, especially the line ministry, we get for do with sports, the organizations or the institutions that are attached to sports, they need for really stand firm and see that we within then discipline there, various disciplines there, do the right thing. Come up with something we go encourage people and for make a decision for take athletics as a career or sports as a career. because we really lack some of the facilities there. Why we athletes in the go out, they not come again. They not get confidence in the system. Me, now that's like I always say, now confidence and not get in the system. We need to build that confidence day back. How we build the confidence? I they take it back to starting from the political will, come down to the administration and the athletes there, discipline. It's so sad. Me, they watch for let you see. Well, imagine look like the issue of the Namibians them when they drop them down. This they talk within Africa now. For let you see that beginning go finals. You know, I was so shocked. I said, come on, what's wrong with you? Gina Bass na Gambia na ya. We been get Dolly na ya. We they go na the African competition. Then we local competition na last. Then West African. Dolly they beat Gina Bass. Look at her now. It's because you imagine. I mean, you can remember.
Even the championship where they be host na Gambia, where Dolly go.
Na Gambia, yes.
Yeah,
Dolly they win. So it means we get the talents in there, but we really need to put a system in place where we go make. We not go short of talents. They will go always tap them, and as they move with these once they're from the junior stage go to senior and elite stage, we get people who they replace them. This now a problem. There is not that flow way for take we through. Believe you me, if the results are coming out, governments will do more. You see, that make one of me points I we put out the time doing declaration. The opportunities are there, but you get to prepare yourself for let you tap from these opportunities. I think we get an assignment. Then pick here, don't take sports as a career. And there is this thing where na salon way happen. That disconnect we then do between the Ministry of Sports and Education. Even though they did in different sectors now, then they work in different offices, but that synergy for the way for connect sports and education, because other countries then they go take them from the primary school level, take them to the secondary school, university. Now they get athletes away go be more disciplined and see how they're going to perform better. America already talk about so now we get better athletes. Then they use the academic institutions there for groom the athletes there. But this don't miss in there. The intersect when they get together, they don't turn other team. Now place now for go show gangsterism. You understand? So these are all problems. So like you understand? So these are all problems. We really need to look at various areas. And we where they try for coming for lead them position they are. For mean way till they talk, not to just focus on the people and Dede. You know, honestly, people and just Dede Magdalene now for just take the show for show, say yes, and that ambience around the office and then like not to really for let them do the thing we go make the office get with it, take and let people and see say yes, results are coming. So far, I think the problem in Africa, they conclude. I mean, na problem we need total overhauling, as I tell you. You get for start from the political will. I believe say then they get for always there. But they look at you if you see your mama na safe. You know where they spend by them better than they come out. But let we pray as a nation. We don't see the headwind as Sierra Leone. The government don't they pull money like this now for support sports. I believe say there is a way out as a continent.
All right. So yeah, quick one for this issue because we can talk about two players them abroad. Quick one. Ghana amateur boxer winner Samuel Taki be win bronze medal after 29 years. That's now one big record. Burkina Faso. Fabrice Zango we win bronze medal also in the men's triple jump. He also get Kenya as usual they win them we don't get up to 8 medals as of yesterday. 3 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze. Uganda also we don't get 4 medals as of yesterday, 2 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze. Nigeria win 2, 1 silver and 1 bronze. And you also get Botswana, where been very much surprising. You know, Botswana of all people been make them to the 4x400 meters and they end up for win bronze. You know, even though the US been do fantastic for get the gold, but we see Botswana of all people kicking out the big nations the way we know working there in that. So that it tell you how sport development can make a country become as it gets imagine superstars them. A surprise in this Olympic, a lot of surprise here.
Yeah, that's a good one because forgetting surprise and national sport don't be there during the years. Every Olympic it gets surprising. But the issue with Africa, like how we brother they say, Martin, the administrations them, now then they spoil we sporting disciplines and the whole of Africa. There are people in certain offices. They know they get the result. They no one come out. And then country outside with they that no there. You know, somebody they in our office. If you see say it in our office things do not work, you can see it don't resign immediately. They don't left the office. It they do and but Africa man go dey in a place. The thing not the progress. You know the come you know go give way to other people. We go can push or where they can push the particular sporting discipline for let them push and go before you no go green you no go give chance then you hold on to the place every day na poor result dey come. This na we problem we are in wey Africa man hold one side, you know one left. And we get as Africa we get for love we country more than the office way we dey feel say na office, because if you get that thing there at heart, because na that we can say na with man country na dem country first then elect rather than their own individual thing where they get beneficiary where they get behind the office. Then they elect in country, elect the country first. If Africans we go able if we able for adopt to that system, we are in for we go able for elect we country first, put we country first in everything. I'm telling you, we will be more greater than what they think. But because we know they put we country first, then the athletes the back they get most of the national they say many of them they don't know the benefit of them talent where they get. So most of them are not serious. You go see somebody get talent in certain issue, but you're not serious.
Okay. All right. That's all for do with the executive way they run the sport. Because if you're executive serious minded, you get a serious minded club. But as an athlete, I know go there from spikes to where they use me clothes or me uniform where they use for run, me kit, now me the bar for myself. I can make laggard, but if it's provided, then seriousness go there. Martin, quick one before we take Salon Players Abroad and go to international transfer news. Arun Koji they say, how will you describe your position, roles, and responsibility in the SLA as VP1 to date?
Interesting question, Mr. Awinkoji. Well, I believe say I've been chosen for being that person for taking that position there because I believe say unless you have a united family, the athletics family I mean, then we can bring development to athletics. But it's rather unfortunate I took up that position. And of course, you know, say the position of a vice president, when the president not there, that you for like come in and take some responsibilities. But it's interesting for no say the president they travel himself, I know they know. So then somebody they tell me around, hey, you know, say that man not the tongue. I say, hey, oh really? So like me, I believe say me position, me role, me responsibilities there was just to take the nomenclature and let the association run for the sake of peace. Because anytime you know Salomon, anytime you rise up something, oh, this might get problem, not knowing that the problem just they continue for deepen and deepen. And one day I can tell people and say the problem where they take where they happen at athletics, we see like say it's funny now. Not until when something we get for really see the depth at which this problem no day. Now we just talk about constitution. And people like it talk about. Let's go to accountability. That other issue than the topic we go ever done. These are all issues. But me, I stand for peace and I stand for unity because these are the big thing we need now. Let's come together first. When we come together, they will forge ahead. We'll get the athletics way. All man they look forward to Sierra Leone. But so far, I think me day one at that position, they have been just a dormant kind and just for the people know hear noise. I make us stay quiet.
Momo VP.
Okay, we will come to that for before we round up. But quick one, let we take Sierra Leone Players Abroad. As we see, we brother them. Some of them been play inside preseason matches. Some them been get transferred to new club, and some also we dey get rumors about them transfer one. So we see a lot of Sierra Leonean players them over the weekend inside them various clubs them here where we see first of all we see Usman Koroma when a pool pen former Blackpool player, a very prolific striker. He been get 2 goals, he account for 2 goals inside the 5-2 victory way inside Aris Limassol being get for play against Digny na the Cyprus Greek football, and that na been pre-season match between the two sides, and Usman be scored 2 goals inside the 5-2 victory. This na Usman, and we see say Usman now one of the players the way they do fantastic. He just been signed for this club inside June. Now he be signed for them, and he done they doing you, and we also see players like Bundu we been there on the bench for inside as they're not being used and have been unused sub. Even though they get one or two, we they get rumor that the club not satisfied with in performance so far, but the coach still willing for give more opportunity inside football. And we also see Augustine Williams be make a brief appearance for LA Galaxy inside a 1-0 win over Real Salt Lake na the MLS on Thursday. We also see Mustafa Bundu Lekasena be on new sub inside the 3-0 away win way Anderlecht being get na the Conference League playoff on Thursday evening. Inside the USL League One, JT Kamara being played for 90 minutes for North Carolina, na then 3-0 defeat to New England. And Umaru Bangura, we na the captain for Leone Star, being also they're not be featured at all inside the 4-0 win way inside Zamax be get against Queens inside the Swiss Challenge League. Augustus Kagbo on target, and it be enjoy 45 minutes for Coton inside the 1-1 draw against the 1-1 draw, and two will be end 2-1 in the penalty shootout win against the side where they play now the preseason. Remember they be taught 6 the last time against Inter Milan. So I think that's a very good result. And John Peter Cisse be featured for Darmstadt inside and 2-1 defeat against Munich 1860 in the German DFB Pokal round 1. And Kaikama inside win HIFK Helsinki being get for postpone their own fixture where therefore be play against SJK being postponed. And that's not the first rounds of matches that will take the second one then soon. But yeah, what do you think about that as other matches then play today as well?
Yeah, that's not a good one. At least we want for the area, and at least we want for the sea. We are in with players and Sierra Leonean players and the banging, score goals, make the assists, make the put the effort where we need for the sea. Let them they continue for the future then all over them various clubs. Because now football is not about talking against say, oh, we get one player over under that player they do well. Now we dey see them. Now we dey see them, then we foresee them. That's not a good one for them. We are happy for them. Then we pray them will continue within and they do so. Let them continue for score, especially the strikers. We are
All
happy
right.
for them because we need
So
goals in Cameroon.
all right. So the other round of matches, them inside the one that we played today. Abubakar Kabo be featured for 90 minutes in Berliner AK07 4-1 win against Forstenwell in the German Regional Liga. And Isaac Alon score inside 89 minutes for SC Cambo in the 2-2 draw against Walland Bavarian in the preseason game. Abdullah Baji registered a goal for Avant inside and 2-1 match against AFC Ton in a preseason game. And we see in the English Championship, Josh Koroma enjoyed 26 minutes for Huddersfield Town inside the 1-1 draw against Derby on Saturday afternoon. Idris Kanu starts from the bench inside Peterborough United 3-0 defeat over Luton. Usman Kake not be featured inside Queen's Park Rangers, a 1-1 draw against Millwall. Now the English League One also the player where they see now the screen. This player don't get a lot of questions on people say those are Sierra Leonean, but actually now is Sierra Leonean. Amadu Bakayoko registered in first league goal inside the match where Bolton Wanderers being draw 3-3 over MK Don. Sule Kaikai not being featured for Wycombe Wanderers as them be get 2-1 victory over Accrington Stanley. Obi Metzger being played 45 minutes for Atlantis. Now they 1-0 loss to mid PK MIPK. Now the finish Kakon in Group A. Inside the Swedish the finish. Yeah. Inside the Swedish super return, Christian Moses and Alassane Kamara no be future for IFK Vanamos 1-1 draw against AFC. And Kelvin Wright be enjoying 90 minutes of action for Orebro SK inside and 2-2 draw against Mijalby na the Swedish Alvenskan. Yeah.
Yeah, a good one for them. Let them continue for the push, train hard, and you go be feature because football now na action. All over the world, football is about action. Every manager or every team, they now winning all man are winning. You no matter which continent you come out, which part. If you dey prove am for the coach, then now you go feature. So the one the way they not make up, where they not meet up for play for them various clubs. Then this week, I pray that the next coming fixtures, they then go put them inside, then say go play
Yeah,
so that
you get a very long league now, the English Championship and
yeah,
League One as well. Who's our players them
yeah,
boku. And
yeah.
the player where they see now the screen now, Alassane Koroma. Well, rumor now that Betis still they eye the player Real Betis for join them. And that now the rumors what they get from Spain that the players don't be eyed by Betis and one of the players the way they want for put inside and plan for the La Liga. Hopefully, if you go through, it will be a boost to Sierra Leone. And this also now another player where being make a move, where be make a move to a new side inside this week where we see SF well people they hope say they go get a good time where na Kamara a name na Benvenuto Kamara he been get for announced na official Facebook account say he don't get a new club where na Italy this club day. So we hope say this player go be able for do them best in terms of representing them club and themselves and prepare for the Cup of Nations. Somebody tell me say John Kista gets work because the players them plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, in order to all over the world, all the countries and get plenty players and but they look for the best. Even though at times there are some sentiments in the selections, but we believe that this time round, as I always say, this time not to John Kista want to get for do the selection. Now we all get for do that selection day together. To go put somebody way we see and say they perform like how Musa Tombo they behave so come January, we no want see am. If you continue for behave so, we no go like for see am this sef. If you want go, na now for play like how in
Yeah,
company
because like I say, Bakayoko na is Sierra Leonean, but people can always feel say
because of
because
the
of the
name.
name. Yeah, so if you
Eh,
get people like Bakayoko in a striker, you get other players them. I think say Musa get for tighten up, and I think the
you know
coach
what
don't make him point at this point. He don't need a player where get negative mindset, player where not they listen at all. Possibly they can talk for you, but you say get for make the change.
the change, sure. Then are the best thing. You make the change. But if then they talk for you always all time and you get the headline with the negative reason, bad. Then I pray that we brought Alassane way the rumors they go on say if I go na Betis, let that rumor they come through because Real Betis na a very good side. And then they play na the La Liga and at then top level leagues and they want for civil players and by God in grace.
All right, quick one inside the international transfer. The breaking news now that Chelsea don't agree club record deal for Lukaku when at 97.5 million pound. That will be 150 million euro for sign the striker. Well, we all know say Lukaku don't go and come, he don't go and come, and it's like the coach want for put him back to in plan and. Varane medical still to be done, but Sancho to train on Monday. That's now one for Manchester United fans. They already ask where Sancho. A lot of people don't they ask who side Sancho go. And quick one. Well, we see Grealish being done. Well, he don't get him first defeat now. City, the 100 million per man don't get him first defeat as City been lost to Leicester
Leicester.
inside the Community Shield will be played today. Well, we see lots of news where they come on board, but the thing is that the big news for the week now, Messi in departure from Barcelona, and that be don't make people First of all, we start with Hurricane, where the week we start with that Hurricane not go for training, and it be make big headlines now Europe and the world at large. And we also see Grealish been joined City and Messi. The news been come out say this man finally after 20 years the end in football time with Barcelona mutually after they not be agree on the pay cut or whatever will be happen after we initially if we don't do 50% pay cut for help the club. Though we know say that they get financial crisis now in La Liga.
That we dey expect that where the pandemic start now the world the bookmakers them they always they predict this say this pandemic we don't get for hit so many clubs, and this now example of this thing for play football without fans, it painful, easy, really easy for play football without fans because it dey broke the clubs them. Because if the clubs them they play with fans, I don't believe say then kind here for happen. But lack of fans in the stadium, they hit so many clubs, and that's make why I really say they say salon for play behind closed. I say waiting closed door salon where Europe where then they play where then get the money then they then they play behind closed door. It hit them much more way salon where some certain clubs then they na get takings the player then they survive, and then you go tell us they go play without they get taking. This news here is not too good for Barcelona and also Messi, because I know if you say Messi for the wish led the part company in this kind of way with Barcelona or Barcelona self for the wish show, but wish show rather, but that is it. It don't happen down. And we dey wait for see who that will come for now, whether not the PSG, the Man City or the Chelsea. They will wait
Yeah,
for
because
see.
I see all the clubs then they wear them close per Messi. Then they wear them vest per Messi. Arsenal, somebody say if Arsenal want buy Messi, they for sell Arsenal. Other
but
people they
but
say
but Messi now they sell himself. People them for no say Messi na free, they gonna free. Not to
yeah,
Barcelona
now
they
free,
sell am na free
but if
transfer.
Arsenal want for pay and the money, I don't go pay
No, they just want provoke us now. They know say Arsenal not go reach the
the salary.
Madison where they don't they say how many months up to now they able for pay
Yeah,
for and
but people don't they link am to PSG. But yesterday we see one article wey come out where they say PSG don't deny say they not approach Messi yet. But a lot of people don't they link am to PSG, especially the fact that people they look at am say Man City be don't go spend now for Grealish, and Man City go look at and say then go get the financial fair play issue if they're going for Messi again. And teams like Manchester United no go want for pour the money because then get credit board. And like they say Arsenal also not a club where they pay players and that much. So people they link am to PSG, but PSG denying that yesterday.
yeah, na true I be the talk because people don't really think about the financial fair play, then just the link. PSG people then for no say during the years for the past 2 seasons now then get big stars and wait and sign them with great money where then they pay them the Neymar, the Maria, all these players. Then get the squad, then get players and we then they play a huge money. Now recently we see the Italian goalkeeper Donnarumma self join them, then get a player we then call Hakimi, I think from Inter Milan also instead join them. All them players and if you check them wages, then they pay them high. So I believe say the financial fair play and that get for make Messi transfer, most of the clubs and way people they expect, because I believe say the link where people then the link and with PSG now because of how PSG been on the spend for the past 2 or 3 seasons now. Now that may even the Man City and the Chelsea now because of the money where then they pour for certain where they don't they pour for certain individual players, and that make, but we dey wait and see because Messi na a big player and the age, because not to for sign am if you know say Messi not dey that way been there. Even though yes, he still get the skills and he still get the
Yeah.
magic for play, but they that kind of way the way people and say he been there during the last 5 seasons of or ago. That's
All
not the
right.
problem. But we wait and see if you not get a suitable club. I believe say January he go.
Yeah. So other people they say maybe Barcelona they pull a trick for get funding from the La Liga itself. But quick one to Lukaku returning to Chelsea. This man be don't go, he don't come, he don't go, he don't come, and he dey come back to Chelsea. You think that this na a big boost to Chelsea itself as a
Yeah,
club?
compared to the form where Lukaku been there last season, na Italy, then take the same form to Belgium. You gonna say Lukaku not to that kind Lukaku will be sabi during the time we been there Chelsea or Everton or Manchester. He don't grow past that because if you follow him go watching highlights, we the Sierra we just finished. You see and say he and Lautaro Martinez now one of the key figures and we make Inter be able to win the championship. For late Chelsea sign am back, me I know if you said not to be surprise news to me because I know say Inter na a club where themselves they go under a very difficult financial issues. Na club where a financial issue they eat them. So if they see big money, then they left them play then go and then save
All
one
right.
money.
All right. Welcome to the show, Asan, all the way from Sydney. Thanks for watching, Aliyu, and all the one the way they watch. We want to say thank you. Well, we go left the transfer, international transfer, who was so far, but congratulations to Brazil. We win the Olympic medal, the gold medal after them victory where them been get. Now the men's football final. We see player like Daniel Alves, we don't increase in individual achievement as in one of the most decorated player now. Uh, what Unis are the same Magdalene with United jersey. Yes, United all the way. We win 4-0. I make a win the jersey today. I don't say yeah, they jealous. But anyway, we go tap that and quick one. I will come to Martin as we the round up. Martin, waiting we for expect from the athletics family as we whether in sports some of we can feel bad when they see we athletes then they go through pains. So what do you go on for say with regards to that?
Yeah, I think as Sierra Leoneans, we get a responsibility that we all follow, and the responsibility now for always try for make sure say we put the country first. Let we search with conscience and let we be honest to ourselves and try for take a decision. We go make Sierra Leone Athletics take a rightful position. They don't say we will depend this threat. I mean, look at the results. And not go help. Them athletes say we don't choose athletics for forbidden career. Now people picking them, we need for another one day. And if we not give them waiting due them, because I be they see say athletics we don't turn like say now favor they give to athletes. Wait to me, I can say that they're right. Athletes not supposed for come under me something as errand boys have before I consider them. All I need for tell you, go train, work hard, and prove yourself. I think that kind of thing that we need now in our society. We for the imagine big things now. Let me try for the left behind with them substandard things them always allow they below average, not even average. I mean, let's take example of countries that are around we now the sub-region, Liberia. Imagine Fabule, the Liberian athletes, we
Fabula
perform
and
very well.
Morrison. Also
More
Morrison,
fine.
the Odler.
Yeah. Yeah, the other yes, I remember him. Them boys and they show love to their country. And I believe say the presence at this Olympic will don't motivate a lot of young athletes then. These are some of the things we need for the consider and know what they do and which decision they will for make. Let we be very careful. Sierra Leone for we all, let no one person office say, I mean, for take the country, put an answer. And I make we they challenge the issues now. We can always say we not come for can take positions. We want for can take responsibility for make the necessary change. And that will be me. I mean, it will be somebody else. But once we are together in it, we will succeed. I want to tell the athletes specifically say they self gets a role for play. I mean, when you make a decision for take up a particular sport as your career, give you all. Give you all, I emphasize. When you give you all, believe me, no secrets about it. It gets you desired result.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
then
a quick
distractions
one,
here they go. Yeah,
quick one, Martin. I won't call you to
yeah.
say, Martin, the NOC of Sierra Leone, who are they accountable to? I don't think say Martin will answer this question because name will be the NOC. But I will
Thank you
say
very much.
the NOC for be accountable to the IOC, because now the IOC they give them funding. Unlike when then they go into international competition, when government they fund them through the National Sports Council, then they be accountable to the NSA, where now the National Sports Council and the Ministry of Sport. But all funding where they come from the NOC, they come from the IOC, the International Olympic Committee. So now then they're accountable to directly, just like SLFA accountable to FIFA, athletics accountable
All
to the
athletics.
IAF, and in terms of international competition, when then they go, then they give them funding from the government, then they can be accountable to the ministry and the National Sports Council.
Yeah, thank you very much. You don't save me from that. I know
All right,
this
Martin.
question. Not the first time I don't see this question. I don't see a different groups there. But thank you. We don't clarify.
All right, Martin. Thank you for joining me. We hope for they get you now this show as we they see the court orders
No
and the
problem.
come. Una the paste
I
at the
know.
Western Area Athletics
Oh.
office, but still they open the office. But
I
anyway,
know.
I don't say
No,
we
we'll get there. We'll
must
get there. We'll get there.
reach
We'll
a
get there.
point.
We'll get there.
And
Yeah.
so you here, quick one here as we dey go now. I see you boys there. then they make fun at the comment section. You know, Unisa, Fode, they all there. We have to tell them plenty techie. So yeah, so they go now. Waiting will be your message in terms of athletics, the Leone Stars, the Musa Tombo issue. Like we don't make and clear. Musa Tombo is a good player, but if you're not willing for giving all, like Martin say, for let athletes be professional and good on what they do, again for giving 100%. So if Musa Tombo not willing for giving 100%, then the coach can let go and allow others who are ready for do their best for the country.
Yeah, happy for waiting Martin say when he starts, he say the last gathering where them get the last meeting, they mean they in that oneness, that peace, people blow mind to themselves. Let them continue that peace because all we think we all want to see in the country go on before in every sporting discipline. So let them go through the indifferences in a very peaceful manner and then go through the Congress, then select who that they want, and that we want, so that then the athlete then themselves will grow. Because if then the fight and obviously will get a better athlete, athletics or athlete na Sierra Leone. Then come to Musa Tombo. You know, as Martin says, in every area or sporting discipline, you know, you the sportsman, you need for the discipline because sports not like a school, you know. If you're not serious for the go school, you a teacher, all time will get problem. Then you say no will get a better result. You get for be serious. That now then your office. You know, apart from football, and obviously Musa Tumbo Sabi and all that. I don't know, maybe we don't do fishing before, when they call him Tumbo. But I believe say apart from football, and obviously again other thing where is Sabi. You know, so when a football and don't Sabi for all the football to one, so that you go master and get better thing. So I wish the Leone Star a very good training section, but let Babadi, the team manager, you know, let go Liberia with near we or Guinea, Mali, and get a better spot.
Honestly, I know for serve as in PR, but I trust Babadi in
yeah, me say I trust him because he get
we
that.
discussed issues yesterday about we footballer for Ibrandam. Probably get for the see Ali Bitan at this show when a senior writer for Salon Football, Sierra Leone Football. .net where also now a very good writer when they write about football. You also get for the see people of sport, and I won't call you the ask, but the show we they bring a camp every weekend on Friday na salon and on Saturday na salon in the evening at 9 and Sunday morning now na Australia, Sydney, Melbourne time. So every weekend this shocking day. Just follow we page at Max Tribune Media Platform, or you subscribe to our YouTube channel at the same name, Max Tribune Media Platform. And inside them page day and the YouTube channel, we can always update people about sport news. We also get the Instagram page, Max Tribune Media Platform, on Twitter at Magdalene Konneh, and all other social platforms. So this show always they come on. But to be honest, Babadi ready for make Leone Star big. We might not know the next friendly can be in Liberia because now somebody will get at, and we see how we don't rebrand Bow Rangers. Me talk and say if we get in 10 now salon football, we go there like how the Nigeria league day at the moment.
Wow, that's excellent. And that we all pray God for. You know, look, we get people learn at the various sporting disciplines. We get mind and we like the game because being in sports in discipline wherein you not get that mind or you not get that love, when a passion and love for the game, they move, where was like just as you state, Babadi get that thing at look what he don't do for Bo Rangers. You do not say the man left sport. So we pray about the same people, like the athlete, let them say get that kind person. We let the game and
Then
transform and
get
move
one
into
with
the
a
sport.
Martin. Then get one. Athletics get one, or then get Martin, he get passion, he get other people that like T-Peps, you get there are a lot of people, but there's this issue about now we wait there and now with this.
Now with this,
For the draw
which is bad.
circle and push
Uh,
other people them. And if we not
no.
encourage more people, we get the United Baba, even though he represent France. But those people ready the Leslie Koroma when I'm my own boss, where get African Sport Monthly. He ready for the scout the athletes then for we. Most of the athletes that we can come to America run for Salona through Leslie in link. Now I can get on to them. So we get all these people, but like people they make a shield where because now we afraid for the other people and come because when they come they go out
Then go
innovative
push we.
spirit and then go make people know say we not empty
We
vessel
not
where
be
we dey
then
fill
not
with
be doing
space.
nothing. No, then we can't expose them weakness.
Yeah, so I
Because all
think
of a sudden been
that's
lack.
not the issue what they get in all the other sporting disciplines. Even in boxing, like they say that they fight over how many years now you get two parallel body in a boxing. For the past
Wow.
5 years, no boxer no left salon go into international competition. Same thing in cycling. No cyclist for the past 6 years no left salon because they're the first, the one the way they run the sport, no one left. When people like and sport, they make them personal property and sport na national interest. Everybody, including me and you here, we get right by all the sporting discipline
Sure,
and day.
sure.
So with
If
this, we
people
dey
come and
draw,
go.
yeah, we dey bring the program to an end. We go join you again next week for another edition of the Checkpoint Show. So we do reality check inside sports business na salon and across the world. Thanks to Martin Bangura and Amadu who join me at the show. Me na Magdalene Konneh. And I want to say continue for follow we and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until then, stay blessed.